thank you so much for joining us here at Web Summit. I'm so happy to get in contact with you again and to speak to you here. Last time we caught up at NeoCon. So I'm sure you've been super busy since September. So what has brought you here now to Web Summit?
Yeah, well, great to see you again. Thank you for talking again. So look, Web Summit is actually, one, is gigantic. Two, it's actually where a lot of Web 2 is happening. And what we're seeing in this trend of bear market is actually there is a real appetite for Web 2 moving to Web 3, for real builders to actually have active users on protocols and blockchain. And Near is the perfect place to do that. So we actually have a whole team here from Pagoda who is actually doing demos and helping people navigate through how to come from Web 2 to Web 3. I did a roundtable yesterday on how to bring your business Web 2 to Web 3. And so this is the perfect crowd to actually get us in. It's just gigantic, right? I think that's what you were also saying. It's huge to navigate.
Yes, it's really huge. Everyone seems to be here this time. And what have been your particular, your recent focus, at Near Protocol last couple of months?
Yeah, so last couple of months. So what we're seeing actually, the bear market is here and it's here to stay. If I look at, the broader landscape and the economic landscape, it's not looking good. And so it's the right time to have actually very strong convictions and to focus on what we believe Near is actually best for. And what we are seeing Near is best for is we have amazing tech that is actually able to scale with very fast onboarding for bringing people from Web 2 to Web 3. And so that means that actually we can focus on bringing active users and helping the next onboarding Web 2 to Web 3 and really trying to start, proving what Web 3 can do for the world.
I was wondering, because I've heard you had partnership with Google iCloud. Could you tell a little bit more about that and how's that going to also help to bring the, mass adoption?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're super thrilled to be working with Google. They were at NearCon, and I think it's an amazing partnership. It's the start of the beginning of what we can do together. So the first part of the partnership is actually offering Google Cloud, credits for all the projects that are actually being built on Near. And we're starting to look at deepening how we actually partner with the team and how we can actually have a stronger relationship with Google. It's a huge credit to Near because actually Google doesn't work with that many protocols or blockchain. We have a lot of people who are ex-Googler in the teams of Near and the Near protocol, and so it's fantastic to start seeing this partnership come to life.
Yeah, amazing. Congratulations on this.
Thank you.
And then I have another question. In terms of scalability, are you currently working with governments or state to promote blockchain?
So we're doing that. We have actually a CBDC function because for governments, a lot of the applications are starting to be through what does it mean from, a money moving perspective. And a lot of governments, if not every government around the globe, is actually thinking through CBDC and what that means. So that's one angle. The other angle, and we're also seeing that in this market, is thinking through regulations. And so what's the next landscape of regulation and what's actually happening on that front? And we think it's a perfect time to actually think through that and have, meaningful conversation to bring to the next level of what Web3 needs.
And are you focused on any particular region?
Well, the US remains definitely a region. Across Europe, there is a ton of things that are happening. We're seeing a lot of appetite in Africa for actually, for example, CBDC projects, and that's continuously thriving. And I would say also in Asia, around Vietnam and Singapore, there is indeed quite a lot of appetite for these conversations.
Okay. And what do you think needs to be fixed at the government level for to bring more mass adoption?
Yeah, well, I'm not sure if it's fixed, but I think it's actually, the thing is having clarity on what are the rules of the game. And I know that a lot of governments are actually, ramping up their knowledge and thinking through what is actually crypto and what it means. A lot of the focus for regulators at the moment has been on actually DeFi. And if you look at the next wave of adoption, it's much more about, the next social media platform. And it's actually much more about the next platform for creators. And so thinking through those lenses is going to be absolutely fundamental for the next wave of innovation.
Okay, very interesting. And then do you see any particular city or country really coming up as a crypto capital, in the future?
Oh, good question. Well, we are seeing, and I'm going to be biased here because I'm French, but we're seeing, for example, the French government opening doors to certain crypto companies. We are at the moment seeing a lot of, movement in the US on what's going on, which I'm not sure yet where that's definitely going to go. I think Europe has a chance to actually think through some of the most pressing issues and actually addressing them. I know, for example, in the UK, there's a new prime minister who is also thinking through that and making that a priority. The UK usually has been very focused on innovation, has been an absolute test bed for for fintech, and you had a whole rise of movement on that. I think it would be an amazing opportunity to see a country like the UK continuously moving forward.
Yes, I think it's. I actually totally agree with you. I've also been looking into that. I think it's very interesting. We might be all moving to UK at some point. But thank you so much for coming and sharing your knowledge here with us.
Thank you so much again. It's a great pleasure to see you guys every time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.